Please stand by. For some reason not connecting today. Let's give it a minute. There we are. We're connected. Hey everybody, Spokane Steve here, and it is indeed time for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. And hello Simon, welcome. What a snow day, huh? Yes, I stayed home today. Good day to stay in. And welcome Gerald. Hope your afternoon is going well. We have the Yankees at the Indians today, April 19th. New York comes in with a 1-5 record. Cleveland at 3-1, off to a good start. In their fifth game of the season, Sam McDowell will make his third start of the season. Yeah, that's right. I covered that earlier, but due to rainouts, they kept running McDowell out there. He started the opening game. There were rainouts. He came back and made the second start of the year. And now with 3 days rest, he'll make his third start of the year in Cleveland's fifth game of the young season. Something you would never see today. Stottlemyre, 19-20, 3.80. McDowell, 194 innings, 9-8. But that belies his 2.87 ERA and 225 strikeouts in 194 innings, which was pretty much unheard of for that time period, for a pitcher to have more strikeouts than innings. I'll get to the lineups here. For the Yankees, Bobby Richardson will lead off and play second base. Roy White will be in center field today, batting second. Roger Maris, the right fielder, bats third. Tom Tresh plays third base today and hits cleanup. Clete Boyer moves over to shortstop and hits fifth. Remember, the Yankees were having trouble finding a shortstop this season. They had Ruben Amaro out there, and he wasn't cutting it. They tried Bobby Mercer there for a few games to get his bat in the lineup, and he proved to be, well, an outfielder. Joe Pepitone hit sixth and plays first base. Elston Howard will do the catching and hit seventh. Lou Clinton's in left field today, hitting eighth, and Stottlemyre, the pitcher, bats ninth. For the Indians, Vic Davalillo in center field will bat leadoff. Max Alvis will play third base and bat second. Batting third, Leon Wagner in left field. Rocky Colavito in right field in his familiar cleanup spot. Fred Whitfield will play first base and hit fifth. Pedro Gonzalez at second base. Larry Brown at shortstop. Del Crandall will do the catching and hit eighth. McDowell rounds it out in the 9 spot. So we're just about ready to get underway here. Okay. Clear my throat a little. McDowell ready to go now. Bobby Richardson steps in from the right side. Oh my God, I'm not going to go through this again, am I? Let me get some of this hot coffee down. This weather is just playing havoc on my bronchial condition. Okay, Richardson steps in. McDowell, he gets the sign from Crandall. Here's the windup on the first pitch. On a 6-6, swung on and missed, strike three. Down goes Richardson. McDowell comes out throwing gas and looking pretty good even after one batter. And here's Roy White, switch hitter, batting right-handed. McDowell, the windup. The pitch is a 4-4 fly ball to center field X. That's going to be Davalillo. Very solid, a 2-5. He ranging to the gap. Here's the play on a 1, and he can't get it. Oh my God, on a 1, it's going to be a double. So Davalillo looked like he had it all the way, but it falls in, and they're going to rule that a double. White's at second base with 1 away, and here comes Roger Maris. Maris that year had 13 home runs and 348 at-bats. He was on the decline side of his career by this point, as frankly were the Yankees, as their 1-5 record belies. Here we go. It's McDowell to Maris. Lefty on a 6-7, struck him out. So if you're looking at the cards in this game and the teams, I'm going to jinx it by saying this, but this figures to be the Sam McDowell show, doesn't it? A very depleted Yankee squad against an awesome left-handed pitcher. And here's Tresh, switch hitter batting right. A 5-6, swung on and missed strike 3, and Sudden Sam strikes out the side. There was a double in there. No runs to hit, a man left. After half an inning, it's Yankees 0 Indians coming to bat. And I have to catch myself on that Indians. Now I'm used to saying Guardians. It's funny how that works, isn't it? And greetings, Gary, and welcome. Hope your afternoon is going well, sir. Okay, Davalillo set to lead things off here for Cleveland. Mel Stottlemyre gets the sign from Howard, the windup. Pitch to Davalillo on a 3-9. That is ripped down the right field line. Over to cut it off is Maris. He'll hold Davalillo to a long single. Davalillo with blazing speed. He'll have to be held on. Stottlemyre a -2, Howard a 0. So Davalillo held is an 11. 15, 13, 11. That's right. So he won't be going anywhere. It does open up the right side, though, for Max Alvis, the right-handed hitting third baseman. Stottlemyre from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Alvis. It's a 5-8. That's a base hit into right field. Davalillo will keep on going, rounding second, and he's into third on the single by Alvis. And Cleveland's in business right away here. First and third, and nobody out. Alvis not a threat to run. Yankees will play at double play depth this early in the game. Here comes Leon Wagner, left-handed batter. Stottlemyre from the stretch. The pitch to Alvis is a 2-8. That's going to be a double play, grounder to first. That's going to be Pepitone down to Boyer. Back to first, double play. The run will score on that. So on a 3-6-3 double play, Davalillo crosses the plate. It's 1-0 Cleveland. There's 2 down and the base is empty. And here's Rocky Colavito. No RBI on the play, of course. And here's the windup in the pitch. On a 3-4, tapper down to third. That's going to be Tresh. He's got it and throws him out, and that will do it. But Cleveland gets a run on 2 hits. No one left on. And after 1 inning, it is 1-0 Cleveland. And Gerald's for the Indians. Well, Gerald, you've got a hell of a pitcher to pull for today. That's all I can say. Boyer, Pepitone, and Howard due for the Yankees here in the top of the second. McDowell gets the sign from Crandall. Here's the windup. The pitch to Cleat is a 2-6, and that is a high fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Wagner. Forget about it. That's gone. Home run, Cleat Boyer. And we got a tie ball game. Let's look at that again. On a 2-6, homer to 17, the roll is a 5. And Boyer does launch that one into the left field seats. 1-1 now, and here's Pepitone. McDowell the windup. Here's the pitch on a 5-11, fly ball to left field X. That's going to be Wagner. He's a 4-3 as he ranges towards the line. Here is the play on a 1. That's past him. Bounces around in the corner. He's chasing it down. Now it gets past him again. Rounding second, it comes to Pepitone's in there with a triple. Oh my God. So Wagner turned a double into an adventure, and Pepitone winds up on third. Now Cleveland will pull the infield in for Elston Howard. Nobody out, runner on third. Here's the pitch from McDowell. On a 1-9. That's belted down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Pepitone can walk home, and Elston Howard has an RBI double. And it's 2-1 Yankees. So McDowell looked untouchable in the first inning, and now a homer, a triple, and a double. They're knocking him around in the second. And welcome Beach Huntington, I assume is from Huntington Beach, an area I know all too well. Then here's Lou Clinton now. McDowell from the stretch on a 2-5. It's a tapper down to short. Brown's going to take that and throw him out. Runner has to hold. Stottlemyre, a 2-hitting card. Right-handed batter. He does have end power, so he's going to go ahead and swing away. McDowell's pitch 2-5. It's a single to 6, but that liner will find the glove of Gonzalez, and there's 2 down. So Stottlemyre made a bid for a base hit, but he hit it right at the second baseman. And here's Bobby Richardson now with 2 away. And here we go. It's Richardson, McDowell from the stretch. 5-4 to the right-hander. Catcher's card X. That's going to be Crandall. He's a 4-5. And here's the play. On a 2, it's going to be a pass ball followed by a pop-out. So that'll go 2X. Pass ball, Crandall allows Howard to take third where he is stranded on the pop-out, and that will do it. The Yankees strike for 2 on 3 hits and leave a man. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 New York. And he says New Jersey. So is there a Huntington Beach in New Jersey? Excuse my ignorance. I grew up in Southern California. I actually lived in Huntington Beach, California for a while, a very short while. Here's Whitfield now to lead things off for the Indians. Whitfield, Gonzalez, and Brown do up against Stottlemyre, who gets the side from Howard, winds and deals. It's a 6-6 to the lefty. That's going to be a single to 11, but that liner will find the glove of Bobby Richardson. And Whitfield's retired on a line out to second base. And here's Pedro Gonzalez now, the right-handed hitting second baseman. Stottlemyre. Get these dice warmed up a little bit. Stottlemyre, the windup. Here's the pitch on a 2-11. That's a foul ball. That'll be handled by Elston Howard. And quickly there's 2 away. Howard drifts back by the screen and makes the catch. Here's Larry Brown now. Stottlemyre, the windup. Here's the pitch to Brown. That counts. It's on the table. 4-6. If it lands flat, it counts. 4-6 is a fly to center. Ranging over is White. He's there. And a 1-2-3 inning for Mel Stottlemyre. After 2 complete, it's New York 2, Cleveland 1. And give me just 1 second here. I'm going to warm this beverage. All right, well, that's warming. We'll get underway in the second inning. McDowell ready to work now. White, Maris, and Trash due for New York. Just getting underway here. Glad you could join me. Here's McDowell ready to work to White. McDowell had a rough second inning, a homer, a triple, and a double. Here's the windup. The pitch to White is a 4-8 to the right-hander. That's a double to 13, and that's going to be down in center for a double for Roy White. So White with a leadoff double to start the third. And here's Roger Maris. McDowell from the stretch. The pitch to Maris is a 2-4 against the lefty. That's a fly ball to right field. That's playable for Colavito. It's a B question mark, meaning he can tag up on that. White, I mean. White a 16. And I have to look at the fly ball B question mark for third base rule again. He can tag up +2 outfielder's arms. So 16, 18. Colavito with a cannon -4. That makes him a 1 through 14 to tag up. He's going to go for it. White tagging. Here's the throw. And he's gunned down at third by a laser beam from Rocky Colavito. How about that on a 20? Colavito unleashes a frozen rope. Albus applies the tag. And there's 2 down, nobody on, and here's Trash. McDowell winds and deals on a 5-3. It's right field X. Colavito again. He's a 3E6. Ranging towards the line. Here is the play on an 18. He's there to make the catch for the out, and that will retire the side. So 9X, Colavito's glove and arm on display here in the top of the third. For the Yankees, no runs a hit, no one left on. And we'll go along to the bottom of the third, still 2-1. 2-1 ball game. Crandall, McDowell, and Davalillo due up for Cleveland. Let me grab that coffee. The microwave is right behind me, so no, that was not a truck backing onto the playing field. That was the microwave. And here's Del Crandall now. Stottlemyre with the windup and the pitch to Crandall. Right-handed hitting catcher on a 2-5. Base hit, ground ball right up the middle and through into center field for a leadoff single. So Crandall's aboard. With nobody out, let's check McDowell's bunting ability. He's a B, so the Yankees will pull the infield in, making him a C, and he's going to try to lay it down anyway. Here's the bunt. That's going to be a 10 on a C. That's going to be close. And he hits into the force play. So Stottlemyre off the mound like a cat, down to Boyer to force Crandall. One out. Now McDowell's on first, and here's Davalillo. Davalillo singled to lead off the first for Cleveland and scored their only run to this point. From the stretch, Colavito's pitch on a 3-7. That's going to be 2. It's a grounder down to Richardson, to Boyer, on to first, double play. No runs a hit, none left on. And after 3 complete, it's New York 2, Cleveland 1. I must have spilled something on this last night. I don't remember doing that. Well, it won't really affect much. And don't knock the rock, says Gerald. Okay, McDowell ready to work here as we move along to the 4th inning in a tight 2-1 ball game. Boyer, Pepitone, and Howard due for New York. McDowell goes into his windup. The pitch is a 3-6 against the lefty, and he loses him, ball 4. A leadoff walk to Cleet Boyer. And that'll bring up Pepitone. McDowell gets the sign from Crandall, and now from the stretch. Delivers on a 2-9 to the left-hander. Homer 1-3. It's a high fly ball to right field deep, but Colavito's there just shy of the track. and makes the catch for the out. So a 2-9 against the lefty homer to 3. The roll is a 17. It's a fly out to right, 1 down. And here's Elston Howard now. Howard doubled his first time up, drove in a run, the go-ahead run at that time. McDowell from the stretch. The pitch to Elston Howard on a 5-2. He loses him, ball 4. So 2 walks issued by McDowell this inning. And New York has first and second. With 1 away, it'll be Lou Clinton. Clinton that year, 220, 403 slugging, so he had a little pop. Part-time outfielder. McDowell from the stretch. The pitch to Lou Clinton on a 1-6. Pop-up, left side. That's going to be Brown. He's got it. And there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Strat-O-Matic. So McDowell looking to make an out man and escape the inning out of Strat-O-Matic. Here's the delivery now, 4-9, a right-handed batter. Home run to 3, he's a weak of course, but it's a fly ball to left field where it will be caught by Leon Wagner to retire the side. No runs, no hits. They leave a pair. And we go to the bottom of the 4th, still 2-1. McDowell. Strat-O-Matic. McDowell in S7, as is Mel. As far as endurance goes, that is. It'll be Alvis, Wagner, and Colavito due up for Cleveland in the bottom of the 4th. Okay, Strat-O-Matic's ready to work now. Gets the sign from Howard. Here's the windup. Pitch to Max Alvis is a 3-5. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Alvis down on strikes. And here's Wagner, bounced into a double play his first time up. Strat-O-Matic staring in to get the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. On a 5-7 to the lefty. Ball 4, he loses him. Leon Wagner takes first on the base on balls. He's a 14, but not an asterisk. Strat-O-Matic a -2. That would make him a 12, so they will not bother to hold him on. And Rocky Colavito will swing away. Strat-O-Matic from the stretch now. Pitch to Rocky, a 3-9. High fly ball into deep left field. Back goes Clinton, and forget about it. A 2-run blast by Rocky Colavito, way up into the seats. And the Indians take the lead 3-2. And what did Gerald say? Don't knock the rock, indeed, as he comes through here with a 2-run blast and the Indians reclaim the lead. And here's Fred Whitfield now. For Colavito, since we have a moment here, Strat-O-Matic's wandering around behind the mound, trying to regroup himself. That's Colavito's 4th home run of the season. It puts him into a tie with Willie Horton for the Major League lead. How about that? Here's the pitch to Whitfield. 4-6 to the left-hander. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that's 2 down. And Pedro Gonzalez will be the batter. Strat-O-Matic, the windup. Pitch to Gonzalez on a 2-8, a tapper down to third base. That's going to be Tresh. Fires across to Pepitone in time. And that'll do it. But the Indians pick up 2 runs on a hit. The 2-run mammoth shot by Rocky Colavito. And after 4 complete, it's Cleveland 3, New York 2. McDowell, no doubt happy to be staked to a lead again. That last warm-up toss, you could hear the pop in Crandall's mitt, couldn't you? He's ready to go here in the 5th as the Yankees send the top of the lineup, Richardson, White, and Maris to the plate. And here's Bobby now, right-handed hitter. McDowell, the windup. The pitch to Bobby on a 6-5, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's twice McDowell has K'd Richardson today. And here's White. White's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. Batting right-handed. McDowell, the windup. Here's the pitch on a 6-6. Swung on and missed, and down goes Roy White. And Sudden Sam seems to be reaching back for a little bit extra here. Rejuvenated, perhaps, by having the lead again. And here's Maris with 2 away. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. On a 6-6, he strikes out the side. Sudden Sam. And for McDowell, that's his 6th strikeout of the game. So the Yankees go down in order. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-2 Cleveland. For Cleveland, Brown, Crandall, and McDowell, the bottom of the order. Larry Brown, the right-handed hitting shortstop. Stottlemyre with the windup. Pitch to Brown on a 5-5. Struck him out. And for Mel, that's his 3rd. 3rd K of the game. Here's Del Crandall. Crandall singled his first time up. The windup, the pitch from Stottlemyre, a 3-10. That's going to be a fly ball to right field playable. Maris is right there to make the catch, and quickly there are 2 away. And that'll bring up McDowell, left-handed batter. He's a 3-hitter's card, so that isn't even right. He bunted the first time, so that didn't affect anything. 3-hitter's card, weak left-handed. Here's Stottlemyre's pitch on a 2-10, swung on and missed strike 3, and an easy inning for Stottlemyre. 1-2-3 goes Cleveland, and after 5 complete, Indians 3, Yankees 2. So another good ball game here. Seems like most of them have been close lately. Well, don't tell the Red Sox that. They were the victims of the last one-sided affair, a 12-0 drubbing at the hands of Detroit the other night. And here's Tresh to lead things off. Boyer on deck, Pepitone to follow. Top of the 6th inning, 3-2 Indians. McDowell ready to work here. The windup. The pitch on a 2-10 against the left-hander. Swung on and missed strike 3, and McDowell has struck out 4 batters in a row. Holy crap, he's humming them up there now. Sudden Sam comes to the plate. The pitch to Boyer is a 6-9. That's a single to 2, but that grounder is going to be scooped up by Brown, who throws him out. So the K streak comes to an end at 4, and here's Pepitone now with 2 away. Pepitone 1 for 2, tripled and scored back in the 2nd. Here's the pitch from McDowell. It is a 2-4, fly to left playable. Wagner's right there, and an easy inning for Sudden Sam. Both pitchers working quickly and effectively so far. 1 home run on each side. Difference is, for the Cleveland Indians, theirs came with someone on base. Solo shot by Boyer, 2-run shot by Colavito. And the Indians will have the top of the order in the bottom of the 6th. Davalillo, Alvis, and Wagner. Davalillo's 1 for 2. Stottlemyre goes into his windup now. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-7 to the left-hander, and he walks him. Oh, my God, that was a close one. Close pitch. It went Davalillo's way, and he takes first on the base on balls. He's very fast. He'll have to be held on. He'd be a 13 not held on and have an automatic lead. So Max Alvis will be the hitter now. Stottlemyre from the stretch. Pitch to Alvis is a 4-6. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. That's playable for White. He's got it, and that's the first out of the inning. And here's Wagner now. 0 for 1 with a walk. Stottlemyre into the windup. It's a 4-8 to the lefty. Swung on and missed strike 3, and down goes Wagner. Big golf swing after a low pitch. He came up with nothing but air. And with 2 down, here's Colavito. Colavito homered his last time up, of course. Can he catch lightning in a bottle twice? From the stretch, Strat-O-Matic's pitch on a 5-10 is a fly ball to center shallow. White coming, still coming, now catches up to it, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, a man left after 6 complete. Indians 3, Yankees 2. And now the tension is starting to mount. Tight ball game. Anybody's game. McDowell's been great. Strat-O-Matic almost as good. Bottom of the order, Howard, Clinton, and the pitcher's spot. Will the Yankees hit for Strat-O-Matic in the 7th? They just might. So here's Howard now as McDowell goes into his windup. The pitch to Howard, a 3-11 against the lefty. A pop-up left side. That's Brown. He makes the catch for the out. And that'll bring up Lou Clinton. 0 for 2 today. McDowell the windup. Pitch to Clinton on a 110. That's a fly ball to right field playable. That's going to be Colavito. Moves a few steps and puts that one away. And now this is tough. Did they hit for Strat-O-Matic? It's the 7th inning. But he's pitching great. These are tough decisions. Let's see what the Yankees have for relief. Reniff's good. Bouton's good. Ramos got most of the saves. Womac's pretty good. Yeah, they've got a pretty good pen. They can afford to do this. They're going to hit for him. They need to try to score, even though there are 2 outs. So Johnny Keane will send up a hitter for Mel Strat-O-Matic here with 2 outs in the 7th. Stott worked 6. He only allowed 4 hits. There's a big part of me that does not want to take him out. You can probably tell. He walked 2. Struck out 4. 3 runs. When the Indians come to bat, it'll be lefty, righty, righty. So Hal Reniff's going to get loose in the Yankee pen. He'll be coming on. Reniff, a right-hander. Right now, they need a hitter. They need somebody with some pop. Could be Whitaker. That is who it's going to be. Steve Whitaker is going to come off the bench here. The mix available, but I'd like to save him for a more dramatic moment. I can't help it. Okay, here's Whitaker now. Facing McDowell. I'll take a little break. Refresh my hot beverage here for the 7th inning stretch. 2 down, nobody on. It's Whitaker. Oh, no, it's not Whitaker. What am I doing? I beg your pardon. Whitaker's a left-handed batter. That's my fault. He would not send a left-handed batter up. It's not going to be Repose. It'll be Hector Lopez hitting. He's got some pop, a right-handed batter. McDowell, the windup on the pitch to Lopez on a 6-8. He walked him. Let's see if Lopez has any speed. He does not. Let's see if they've got somebody who can run for him. He can't steal, and he's a 1-11. Barker, a 13. Repose can run. Probably going to be Horace Clark. He can run. Horace Clarke's going to come on and pinch run for Lopez. So Clarke an asterisk 15, he'll have to be held on. McDowell a -1, Crandall a 0, 14. That'll make him a 12. So with Horace Clarke held on, Bobby Richardson will be the hitter. McDowell from the stretch. The pitch to Bobby, a 2-6. That's a grounder to third. That's playable for Alvis, who throws him out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. They leave a man. And I'll take a short break as Hal Reniff warms up. And we'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. Cleveland leading 3-2. And we are back, switching from coffee to hot cocoa on a wintry Spokane afternoon. And hello, Aaron, and greetings, Joel Horland. Welcome. Glad you could make it. How's everybody doing today? It's 3-2 Cleveland as we go to the bottom of the 7th here in Cleveland. Hal Reniff has come on to pitch for New York. It'll be Whitfield, Gonzalez, and Brown for Cleveland. Reniff into the windup. Here's the pitch to Whitfield. On a 2-7, that's ripped down the right field line for extra bases. Whitfield rounding. He's into second with a leadoff double. Oh my, right over the bag. And down the line for a leadoff double, Fred Whitfield. And here's Pedro Gonzalez now. Gonzalez 0 for 2 today. Reniff gets the sign. Here's the pitch. On a 3-8, swung on and missed strike 3. And down goes Gonzalez. And here's Larry Brown now. Brown 0 for 2. Reniff the pitch. It's a 3-6 against the righty. Pop up on the left side. It's going to be Boyer calling for it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. And Whitfield still standing at second base. It'll be up to Del Crandall, 1 for 2 today. And they're going to walk him intentionally. So Johnny Keane calling for the intentional walk. That will try to force Bertie Tebbett's hand. But with the lead, there's no way he's taking McDowell out. And here's the pitch to McDowell. On a 1-10. And McDowell has a single. Oh my God, and it's an open single to center field. Can you believe this? Whitfield can try to score on that. White's a +2. Whitfield, where is Whitfield? He's a 9. With 2 outs and 11, the +2, a 13. He's coming. Here's the throw to the plate, and he scores! Oh my God, can you believe this? Sam McDowell with an RBI single. Whitfield comes in to score. Crandall was walked intentionally. Will take third on the throw. McDowell will stay at first. He's not taking any chances on the bases. But how about that? They walk Crandall intentionally to get to the pitcher. And McDowell stuns them with an RBI single. And it's 4-2 Indians. 2 down. Here's Davalillo. Reniff from the stretch. The pitch to Vick is a 1-5. It's a single to 7. And oh my God, that just does get past first base for a single. And that's going to drive in another run. So it's RBI single Davalillo. Crandall comes in to score. McDowell will hold up at second. And it's 5-2. Had to double check that. And here's Alvis. Alvis 1 for 3. Renner from the stretch. Here's the pitch on a 3-9. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. But Cleveland strikes for 2. The intentional walk backfiring on the Yankees. 2 runs, 3 hits. They leave a pair. And they go to the 8th inning with a 5-2 lead. And since they do have the lead, let's see if there's anything defensively that Cleveland can do here. They're pretty solid defensively. Maybe left field. Wagner's a 4 out there. Yeah, they're going to make that change. Jim Landis will come on for Wagner and play left field. Landis is a 2E4 with a +1. Fine defensive outfielder. Not much of an arm, but he's a left fielder. He would lead off the next inning. So you could maybe think, well, let Wagner bat once more. But with a 3-run lead, they're going to try to put the better defense behind Sudden Sam. Sam has looked good out there today. He's given up 5 hits, all of them for extra bases, interestingly enough. A homer, a triple, and 3 doubles. But he's got a 5-2 lead. It will be White, Maris, and Tresh for the Yankees in the 8th. And hello, John West, and welcome. Hope your afternoon's going well. Let's have a show of hands. How many people have snow on the ground? We have it in Spokane. McDowell ready to work to White now, right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch on a 6-6. Swung on and missed strike 3, and down he goes. And for McDowell, let's see how many that is now. 3, 6, 7, 8 Ks for Sudden Sam now. And here's Roger Maris. He's punched him out twice. Maris 0 for 3. McDowell the windup. The pitch to Roger, a 3-11 to the left. He gets a tapper down to second. That's going to be Gonzalez. Flips over to Whitfield, and there's 2 away. And here's Tresh, switch hitter, batting right, 0 for 3 today. He's also been punched out twice by McDowell. The windup and the pitch is a 6-6, swung on and missed strike 3. Didn't even have to look at the card. How many 6-6s has he thrown today? 1, 2, 3 goes New York. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 5-2 Cleveland. Colavito, Whitfield, and Gonzalez due. Renouf will come back out for the Yankees. Actually, it's Landis due. Landis, Colavito, Whitfield. Landis, a right-handed hitter. Renouf, the windup. The pitch to Landis on a 3-6. Swung on and missed strike 3. Down goes Landis. He came on for Wagner for defense. In the top of the inning. And here's Colavito now. 1 for 3 with a big 2-run home run today. Renouf from the windup. The pitch to Rocky, a 2-2. Fly to center field and deep. White going back just shy of the track finally does run it down for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Whitfield. Whitfield 1 for 3. Renouf the windup and the pitch. It's a 5-6 to the left-hander. Tapper down to second. Bobby Richardson gloves it. Over to Pepitone and a 1-2-3 inning for Renouf. After 8 complete, it is Cleveland 5, New York 2. And we're going to the 9th. And Tahoe, Bear in Tahoe, but a brisk 38. That's about what we're sitting at, actually. 37. 37 in Spokane. Can McDowell get the complete game? More importantly, the win, of course. It's not a given. It's 5-2. Boyer, Pepitone, and Howard due for the Yankees. McDowell has not allowed a hit since the third inning. In that period of time, the fourth through the eighth, he has struck out 6 batters. He's ready to go. Crandall flashing the signs. McDowell into the windup. Here's the pitch to Boyer. That's a 3-11 against the lefty. A tapper down to first. Whitfield wide of the bag fields it. Flips to McDowell covering. And that's 1 down. Here's Joe Pepitone now. 1 for 3. Had a triple in the second inning. McDowell the windup. The pitch is a 6-8 to the lefty, and he loses him. Ball 4. Oh, my. There's still hope for New York as Pepitone draws the walk. And that'll bring Elston Howard to the plate. And now Cleveland gets somebody up in the pen. At least they should get somebody up. Let's see who had the lion's share of their saves out there. Actually, believe it or not, Tiant had the most saves. The Yankees would have righties up. Don McMahon will start throwing lightly behind McDowell, just in case. Bertie Tebbetts is going to give McDowell every opportunity to finish this. Runner on first, 1 down. Here's Howard. From the stretch, here's McDowell's pitch. On a 2-2. It's a liner to short, back to first, double play, and that's the ball game. Oh my God, would you believe it? 2-2, line out to the max. So Pepitone drifted too far off the bag. Howard stung the ball on a line to Brown, who fires to Whitfield to end the ball game. And they catch Pepitone napping down there. Not a good idea when you're trailing by 3, but that will do it. 5-2 is the final. McDowell goes all the way. Let's check his record now. He's 3-0. Can you believe that? The 5th Indian game of the year. Okay. They came into the game 3-1. They're now 4-1, and McDowell is 3-0. He started 3 of their first 5 games in real life. Look it up. I'm telling you, I had to look it up twice. I can't believe it myself. 5 hits, 2 runs. He walked 4, struck out 3. 6, 7, 9. Reniff, in his 2 innings of work, gave up 2 hits. 2 runs. He walked a batter, albeit intentionally. Actually, he gave up 3 hits. He came in here. Hang on. My bad. 3 hits for Reniff. 3 strikeouts. So he did okay. Stottlemyre pitched pretty well. But the story is McDowell. McDowell, the player of the game. Honorable mention to Rocky. His 2-run home run at the time in the bottom of the 4th gave them the 3-2 lead, which they never relinquished. So for Cleveland, 5 runs on only 7 hits. There were no errors in the ball game on either side. The Yankees 2 runs on only 5 hits. And there it is. 5-2 Cleveland. That makes them 4-1. The Yankees drop to 1-6, tied with the Cubs now for the worst records respectively in each league. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe for me. I'll continue to try to get better at this and bring you more 1966 Strat-O-Matic action. Tomorrow's game will be, let's look ahead, shall we? Tomorrow will be the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Houston Astros. I believe that's the second game of the series. I could be wrong about that. In any case, I'll be on then. Strat-O-Matic takes the loss. Let's look up his record. I forgot to do that. I'm getting ahead of myself. That drops him to 0-2 on the season. And somebody mentioned earlier about his 20 losses, and it looks to me, art imitates life. Strat-O-Matic probably very much a hard luck loser that year. He pitched pretty well, actually, for a guy who lost 20 games. Well, that's it for me. Steve Aqualong, Spokane Steve. Steve, pretty much anything you want to call me. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow.